Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. Apparently I'm offline. Let's just refresh that. There we go, okay. So, right, so we're gonna start playing soon. I'm just getting myself ready. Trying to turn down my fan. My fan's going ballistic for no reason. But no, welcome to the stream. Right, hopefully everything works fine. Yesterday was a bit of a doozy. I wanted to do a longer stream yesterday, but I got a bit disheartened that quick double death I had. So basically what I did was I went and, well, unfortunately I had a bit of a situation yesterday with that. I'll show you actually. I'll show you. So, yesterday, I had a bit of a situation where I was collecting a trigograph from up here, and when I came back to here to go get onto my boat, the one thing I said to try and avoid happened. I ended up picking a fight with a zombie whale. The zombie whale got the first turn in and instantly cast death on Steiner. And it hit. So I lost Steiner. Which was already upsetting enough. But then I went to carry on the game. Went to Black Mage Village. Wherever you are, there. And then I went to go to Kuja's palace. And as I was about to walk into his palace, the very first step, I get an encounter with a landworm, whatever. And it does Maelstrom on Zidane. Maelstrom brings you down to critical health and confuses you. Zidane died. Now, Steiner dying, that's unfortunate but acceptable. Zidane dying, that is an issue I have. Because there's a part where, because I've already lost Quinner, I can't do Earth Guardian anymore, so the entire run is wiped. So that's a shame. So I had to reset. Now, that was two issues. There was one third issue I had. Where basically, that was my last save point, and that's not my checkpoint. My checkpoint was after this 3 here, but I didn't have them. So I had to go back from here and basically do it all over again, which was a bit unfortunate. So I did speed through, I got back to where I was before, pretty much where I'd lost the battle. Gonna turn it down a bit. Very loud on my side, I don't know about you guys. So, I haven't collected any of the trochographs since yesterday. But I got really unlucky and lucky. So, I managed to get these two, really, as well as that one. That's one. But because yesterday I didn't get these, and it's a reset, I haven't gotten any of them. So, I will go get them now if I'm able to, because I have access to them now, but I didn't want to do them off stream because then it looks a bit dodgy. Right. Gotta be careful. But no, if anyone here, how's your day going? You don't have to answer, if you don't want to. I mean, it's quite early for me. I say early, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I mean, I woke up at 12. But, yeah. I'm going to try and stream for most of the day. Get some food later. Right. I saved myself quickly there. So I'm going to make sure I put myself quite close to that one. The ship this time. No, it's not that one. See, I said it yesterday, it really confused. It's here. Gaia Gear, great, it absorbs Earth. We will just be using that against the Earth Guardian later. Right. I'm going to be smart, put myself next to it as much as I can. There we go. I'm terrified now after that. Sandworm won't be terrifying because I'll plan ahead of it. If I do get Sandworm, I can plan around it because I can get clear-headed on, which I've already learnt with Zidane, so that is absolutely fine. What I didn't do actually, and I should have done, so this is a little bit interesting. So you can actually go to Estogarza here. So you can come here now. You have to come here later as part of the story. But if you come here now, some things are different. Actually, I best double check my abilities. There is a Garuda here. Garudas like to stop you, so take that off. You don't have it, that's fine. I'm trying to plan ahead. You can get into fights here. It's very weird. So, yeah. So you come here later, but you come here now, there are equipment you can buy, what you don't get later on. It's a bit weird. So you can now buy all the mithril stuff again. You missed it earlier. It's interesting that you can buy the mithril stuff here, but I don't know what else you can buy. I think you can buy mithril at either. I'm gonna get it now because it'd be nice to have. Curse ain't really gonna be doing much. I'm gonna tell you that now. Curse is a bit of a strange one. Right. Actually, where we got next? We can do that later. Can we do that? Oh, we can. Okay. We'll do it now then, see if we can get there. No, there's a dragon claws, right. Right, dragon claws, we do not do anything about that. We don't use, well, we can use them there. Actually, how high level are they? Abandoned Lagoon is in, yeah. So that one's next. We're going in. It will make sense. So Dragon Claws are one of the very unique weapons in the game in this game, because if you can synth them with the scissor claws to make the dual claws for Amarant, and it's kind of pointless. So basically, what happens is you synth them together, and basically the new weapons will have both the abilities of the two weapons you synth, which sounds great, but you lose out on typings. Like the Dragon Claws, if I'll show you, they have a water element attack, which is actually quite rare. Not many actually have a water element. And the dual claws aren't really worth having in the first place because they don't give you anything besides extra damage. But you'll find better weapons anyway, well before you get the dual claws. So. And also, if you're ever doing a 100% speed run, well, not speed run. Well, yeah, it's a speed run. If you're ever doing a 100% speed run, you can't synth them because you need to have a copy of it. You can get Dragon Claws, I think, later. I think you can steal them from Tiamat. Right, so we got the red chocobo again. We'll get the uncultivated land. Which for some reason I always struggle with finding. There we go. There should be Southgate? Yeah, there is. Remember, check every Southgate. Where's Moscow from? Is Moscow the one from Evil Forest? I think he is. So on the other side of this gate is actually the Melda Arch. You can go there at the beginning. I don't even know if I went at the beginning. Let's find out. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, where is it? Where am I looking? Right, okay. So here it is. So there's this gate here. Yeah. So at the beginning of the game, when you come here, Steiner mentioned that they were flying the flags of war from Alexandria, and it's like, who dares does that? Now, on the other side of this gate is the big south gate, north gate. This is a north gate. Is another gate. Now, if you came here earlier with Freya, which we did. Oh, it's a rainbow here at the moment. That's nice. She mentioned how there's a smell of blood and battle. So this is where the Alexandrians came through on foot and invaded Bermesia, whilst we were heading off to Lindblum, it seems. Right, so where will I go? Ah, yes. So there is another one we need to go to. So this very randomly placed Southgate. This is the one you came to as Steiner and Garnet. And the reason we're coming here is because we want this chest. It's just an elixir card, but in this floor, this gate is, none of the gates are accessible anymore. So if you want the elixir card, you need to come now and get it. I'm going to do this. Where is it? There it is. So it's quite decent actually, it's quite offensive. So I imagine this gate is what lets you get to that gate, somehow. And that gate leads to the Berkhamia cable cars, what goes to here, blah blah blah, and that comes down here. And you end up back here. Right, anyway, digressing. Right, we're going to go to the outer continent and to the Black Mage Village. We're not going to put the Dragon Claws just yet, because I don't want to. No Mercy is good though. No Mercy is this game's Kamehameha, and I mean that literally. Like, it literally the Kamehameha. Right, so we have two here. So we've got the abandoned beach, which is here. Where are you? Where are you? Not that far. I'm like, there it is. See, I found it eventually. The peridot is nice. I do remember that one has the peridot. The abandoned lagoon, which is there. So there is another place. There you go. So there's more trick. Oh, I could have gone there, I suppose. So you follow all the way, and it's around there. The Enkai armlet early is nice. The Enkai armlet lets you teach Vivi water. You get one you'll get one not far anyway. And besides, when you go to Desert Palace, you'll have Vivi there. He'll get water there. Right, so we've come to the Black Mage Village because we remember being told that a lot of the Black Mages who from the village went and joined Kuja. We essentially find out Kuja's promised to extend their lifespan. After telling them that their lifespan is limited, he purposely told them that they're going to stop working soon. And that if they join him, basically, he will extend, come on Elliot, he will extend their lifespan. Now, three of them didn't go, because they're a bit concerned about this chocobo. This one wanted to leave, but didn't feel like they could. Vivi talks about the fact that he accepts who he is and how he was built before them, so they don't know how long he has. And how he wants to try and stop Kuja from causing more pain for everyone. And so we get told where to go. Dagger's trying to figure out what to do, blah 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 blah. Kuja's secret palace is hidden beneath the quicksand to the east in the desert. Mountain Chocobo makes everything so much easier. Like, I think you'd have to land over here with the ship. Get another Chocobo, I suppose. I think they expect you to use the Chocobo. Because this is dangerous. This is where I got my last reset. First thing I'm going to do, and the very first thing I'm going to do, no, I want that. I want that. Does everyone have clear-headed? Yeah. You probably do. Yes, you do. You probably don't. You don't. How can I teach you clear-headed? That's a lot to learn. Jesus. Enkai armor is also a bit of a double-edged sword, but you notice it drops your magic evasion. So magic evasion is for spells what do status effects. Stop, slow, poison, sleep, silence, blah 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 blah. If you haven't got an immunity, the higher your magic evasion, the more likely you're to miss it. Death as well. Doom. Magic evasion matters for that. And since you can't avoid death, since you can't be immune to death and doom, it's very important. What are you learning at the moment? Alert. The first thing I'm going to do, actually, I want to double check what people have got equipped, because I want to make sure I have it. You got nothing, right? You've got... Okay, you've got nothing that really matters, okay. We're going to keep going. Right, so we need to look for the one that doesn't have any smoke coming from it. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's always this one. But it's always nice to check. Yeah. So, at the moment, unfortunately, I will say, until we get past Terror, or at least past, as long as we can get past at least the forced encounters in Terror, Zidane has to stay alive no matter what. I mean, if I want to do Ozma, I need Zidane alive, which really annoys me, but I do have a way to... I can also do this. But that's going to be a last resort. Right, so we went into the quicksand, got captured by Kuja because it's funny, going into quicksand is not a smart idea. And now Kuja is basically blackmailing us with death. So if we don't do what he wants, he's going to kill everyone. So he's sending us to the Forgotten Continent to either... I say it in the French way because I don't know how else to say it. It's a weird spelling. He didn't want to go there because it's got an anti-magic effect. So what we're going to do, we need to pick our party. So logically, you pick all the melee characters. But I always take someone who can heal. However, because Thickums is dead, I'm going to bring Thickums with me. Because he's not going to be able to do anything anyway. He's a bit useless there. He'll be killed off in the fight. It does mean we're going to level up quite quickly, admittedly. Right, so what matters here more than anything? Take that off. I think there's quite a few devils. There's a few demons in here. Man-Eater, really good, I think. You don't matter. Devil Killer. I don't care about Counter too much at the moment. I think Ogres count as a man. Don't quote me on that one. I don't have a clue. I couldn't tell you. We are going to level up now, though, I believe. Well, no, we're going to wait until it's still at the same level, I think. Once the Stinians are on the same level, that'll be fine. The level cap for the Oyover team is 38. Very high level cap. We're probably not going to reach that. Let's steal from you. Right, you need to stop. You need to stop. Right, okay, I have to be careful of trouble. The reason we're doing this anyway, because we have two options here. So, Freya has Chemist, so she can heal. Fine. She's also got Raised Wind, absolutely fine. Amaranth can learn Healer, so you can become a physical healer. I'm going to stick him back onto... I might teach him Revive, though, because, I mean, it's Revive. Oh, then, what's the point? I don't want Revive, I want Aura. So, actually, no, that's... I mean, Auto Life isn't bad. I mean, everyone's going to be learning Auto Life, do not get me wrong. No, that's not going to help, is it? Let's do that one, actually. The ones I'm going to be scared of are probably going to show up now, aren't they? The Grimlocks. Oh no, there we go. Okay. So if I use Flare, have I not learned spare change? So now he's weak to fire, so do any fire attacks. It's great. So that's the whole point of Curse. Curse gives them another elemental weakness. I haven't learned spare change. Have I really not learned spare change? Ooh. Ooh. Do I care about spare change? Not really. Guild's quite important in this game, so I don't really want to give it to people. Yeah. I'm gonna return magic still. And Gamble Defense. Gamble Defense is an interesting ability. So it rarely activates, but it can reduce all physical damage by like 1 to 1. It's quite interesting. Oh, also, I should say, when we start using No Mercy with Amarant, Crimson Chin, the element of his weapon affects the element of the No Mercy. So right now, if I use it now, it'll do nothing because I'm using Mithril Claws. If I were to use the Dragon Claws, it become water. Right, so we do have a Chocograph we can get. It's roughly down here, where Friendly Monster is. I might go see the Friendly Monster. I don't think it's worth it. It's like 50 AP. The Chocograph is the Chocobo spawn is around here. You don't have jelly, do you? You have jelly. I am planning ahead. If you talk to them here, you can get some more items. Sell them, might as well. I'm gonna buy these in preparation for later. So we need to go this way. I never know which way I need to go for the Chocobo footprints. There are a few enemies you want to be worried about. And here is the first one to worry about. This one's a bit worrying because he can use jelly. He can petrify. One of the rules I stipulate is, if you're petrified in battle, if you can cure it before the end of the battle, then you're safe. But honestly, as long as Freya's jumping and Zidane's got it, there's a 50-50 chance that Amarin gets petrified. No, not there. I mean, we don't want to go in at 38. I don't really want to get into an encounter in Oya there because it's very dangerous. I don't have alert on. I don't have alert on. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. Now, Jabberwocks aren't exactly dangerous. In my opinion, they're not that dangerous. Yeah. They like to put float on you, and I think it's because in the original game, I think you're meant to be weaker to wind when you're in the air, but they didn't do that in this, so it's a bit weird. But yeah, I take more wind damage because I've got Gaia gear on, so I think that makes a massive difference there. But you are meant to take more. I think you are supposed to take more damage in the base game, but they never actually put it in. I think that was just forgotten, honestly. So most likely that is actually giving me more weakness to wind, which is fine. Wonder reduced by that, blah 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 blah. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, go play that then. Yeah. I think I'll go this way. We can Shadow, fantastic. Adamantos can be scary, but also they're not. I think if anything's going to scare me in this area, it's the Armstrongs. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with a spare change. High Tide. No, we're not going to do it that way. We're not learning High Tide that way. Not worth the effort. If I can learn White Draw faster with you, that'd be really nice. How can I learn White Draw faster? Oh yeah, I can do Emerald. Right. So, I believe the photograph is here. Nope, not here. Never mind. It's this. Yeah, it's here. No, not more. Right, Kaiser Knuckles also annoyingly good. Really strong. Honestly, Chocobo Hot and Cold Chocobo Hot and Cold makes the game too simple. So this will be really good for the boss, coincidentally. And it's also why the dual claws become worthless. Because you find these before you find these before you can even get the dual claws. You don't need them. But this will make the boss really easy, because once I learn No Mercy and then put this on, they'll do wind. The next boss is flying, is an aerial monster, so guess what's gonna work? Why do you have them? Okie dokie. Right, there is actually a crack around here somewhere. Here. Right, so here's one of the cracks on the continent. The other one's over here. Somewhere. Well, somewhere. I know this is where you find the friendly side quest Jabberwock. There's a crack there. Might be up here actually. Oh, it's here. Yeah, there's the second crack. So we're not allowing ourselves to open these. Well, firstly, I don't have any dead peppers to open them in the first place. But secondly, one of them holds the dragon's hair. Or air. Is it hair? I think it's dragon's hair. The dragon's hair is Freya's ultimate weapon. So I refuse to let her have access to it. Just yet. Well, there you go, straight into it. Are we having a laugh? So that's No Mercy. I don't think he's weak to water. Well, that's a lot of damage. Oh, nice. You're going to see a lot of micromanaging here, unfortunately. I say micromanaging, not that much micromanaging. Loosen Spirit, which is a shame. Oh, that's a point. I'm going to take them off. Thank you. Yeah, eventually I've learnt it. Yeah, go on. Is there anything else I can learn Gamble Defense from? Well, as far as I'm aware, epithets can't attack you until you actually attack them. But what epithets don't do, epithets are also a stone creature. So you just use a soft on them. You won't get any experience, but you'll get AP. But if you attack them, they'll use mirror. I believe. Oh. The epithet is scary because it can also just try and petrify you. It has no chill. Ah, no, go away. I don't want battle event. We're not counting that because I had battle assistance on. So we're leaving, we're not fighting that. I forgot they exist here. Come on. This might be a wipe again. Mm. Why can't I run? Oh. I forgot you could fight cactuars in the Forgotten Continent. That's so annoying. I'm counting. I'm counting this as a checkpoint. Because it makes no difference to what we're doing. Right. All it tells me is I'm learning. I'm keeping clear headed on, clearly. Take cover off, clear headed. Right, so you're learning that now then. You're also going to learn jelly now. I'm not even wasting time with this. Right, we're not wasting time with that now. Goddamn cactuars. So obnoxious. Oh. I thought I put jelly on you. Oh, I didn't put jelly on because I was going to just keep jumping, which I didn't start doing. Smart me, because I'm very smart. Welcome to the bullshit that is this fight. So, they can use cannon, which drops your health by half of your current health. Cannon can never kill you, but it does know Fundara. I need to go back and buy some stuff. Ah! There's 4 of these bastards. Right. Right, cactuars. We haven't seen them in the game yet, since just now. We don't fight them unless they're coming out now. Now you can fight them. So when they're in the ground, they will count. They will always counterattack with 1,000 needles, regardless, even if it kills them outright. Like eat, if it eat. Oh, it has tents. But yeah, as soon as you hit them, they will run back in. And this is basically how you face them. When they're underground, they can only use Confuse, so... We have potential here, so let's just speed this up a bit. There we go. Where the hell are my ethers? Right, this should just outright do all the damage and kill them all. There you go, almost max damage. Grand Lethal is fantastic. Oh boy. Great experience, scary fights. What did I learn with you? I've already forgotten. You. Alright. The problem is they absorb water, so I can't attack with you. You can be healer, don't you then? Okay. Actually, if that's the case, I might just... 25 to let no mercy, though. Right, we're going to go back up to the top. I'm fairly tempted to go into the marsh, actually. You know what, I'm going to buy some of these just to keep the healing. I might go into the marsh. Because that means, yeah, the enemy are here, but they're dealable. You can deal with them. They're a lot more manageable than anything else. Will you absorb my water? No, okay. I mean, not too bothered about that. Bit more bothered about that. No, never mind. Okay. You do have ability up, right? A level up, right? Oh, you don't. No, I want to help, won't it? Wonder why you weren't catching up so fast. Right, you learned jelly, that's fine. Back to that. Yeah, at least you also have these. I love how you still get Gigantos at this point in the game. But hey, it's easy abilities. Into that? Uh, Logically, I should actually put him in the front row now. Right. Yeah, let's go in. That's fine. White Draw is such a weird one because it's so expensive to even use. Like, is it worth it? Let's find out. Not really. What I don't like about it. White Draw is one of those weird ones where it's not really useful to have. Uh, He's finally learned Return Magic. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? No, I haven't. I didn't realise I bought that many high potions. Yeah, I think he resists water. Right, okay, so there we go. Countdown is your way of putting doom on monsters. You're never going to use it, let's be honest. Right, welcome to Oiva. Very scary place. I just realised I should have done a hard save. Okay. Well, too late now. So now you can get some more things. Don't buy a diamond sword. This is a trap. This is very much a trap. Very much a trap. Because you find a diamond sword literally inside the building. Trident, yes. Mithril Claws, I bought one. I've got magic rackets. You can buy the fairy fruit finally. You could steal it from Hill Gigas. You're not likely to steal it from Hill Gigas. I've got a Cypress, don't care about that. We'll buy another one because we're going to use them straight afterwards. 3 of them. Oof. Yeah, it gets really expensive now. So we don't really care for white draw. It's kind of don't really care for Luna either. Luna's also not good. I don't raise one of them. Did I just buy one of them? I might be being dumb. No, but wait. What did I just buy? Gold armor, was it? Yeah. Judo uniform. Just good damage. Was it green berry I bought? Yeah. Improved movement. Right. Right, if you fight out here, you can fight ogres. Great to fight. I think I'm gonna have to put. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you this. Auto life is expensive, mind. Oh, that's why I'm using MP. I got MP attack on. Jelly's important. Clear head is important. What can I take off for that? I am going to try and learn Auto Life because it is a saving grace. It's an ability you can have once per turn, once a round, until you get Amarant. Until you learn Aura on Amarant, and then you don't really care. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Right, now she's catching up, so I'm not too concerned. Right. So 1 second. Harry, it's only 3:30. It's too early for dinner. Right. So there's a few enemies in here. Ogres. There's ogres, there's epitaphs, and there's Garudas. Garudas are scary because they can just outright stop you, because yay. Let's put Raise Wind on, it's not this. I love how stupidly strong that is. I am going to stick you in the front now. You just learned alert. Do I have that on? You. I do. But actually, since I've just learned it on you, I'm going to stick it on now. I can't have distract, sadly. Sure. The issue with having healer, and it is an issue, you're just never going to be able to hit anybody with it. Also, I was wearing very low armor, I must admit. I was wearing some very poor defense and stuff, wasn't I? Oh, we can then HP plus 20. Do I have anything I don't want on? What am I looking for? Someone help me. Right. This is going to be a scary place. First thing we're going to do is go over here because Stilt Skin is here. As you miss Stilt Skin here, because he will disappear soon after you come into here. It doesn't take long for him to disappear. You'll miss out on getting a free ribbon later. And the first thing we get, epitaphs. Epitaphs are scary. They don't give any experience, mind you, only AP, which is fine. However, they do drop some really good stuff. Anointment. Like if you want to farm opals and stuff here in a normal play, you can do. Does everyone have jelly on? I would really hope you've got it. You don't have it on, do you? We don't need clear-headed yet. I'll say that for now. Garudas are scary. They can put stop on you. They can also just outright burn you to death. Rising Sun. Softs are your life point here. Always use the softs. Oh, I've hit the point now where I can't use any more high potions. What's this? Okay. You learned that. Yeah, cool. I do believe, though, that epitaphs cannot actually use mirror until you've hit it physically. It's like a counter attack to be attacked. So you don't hit it physically, you're fine. So here's, I believe, is this a diamond sword? Yeah, here's a diamond sword. So never buy the diamond sword, because it's an absolute trap. So we're starting to get projections, and weirdly no one else can read this writing, but Sedan can, and it's confusing. Why can he read it? Also, like, why did the place open up to him? It's this way, I think. Yeah, sure. Uh, Nope, never. There you go. It's really annoying what the order is. Right, I want experience, please. One second, I don't need to double check my screen. Yeah. Yeah, 38 here, and then it's 36 for the Desert Palace, 42, 46, 54. So we can start putting it on later. We're not too pressed for time. So, oh, look, an enemy! Ow! Oh, it's 50% of the damage? Oh, okay, I thought it was less than that. I've already learned Luna. Alright. Trouble is such a weird one. It's like, it's not dangerous, but it's also not bad. I might as well learn it since I've got the ability to learn it. Is there anything else I can learn now? Is there anything else I can learn? Yes. Plenty I can learn. Yeah, that's fine. We go this way. If you go here earlier, those lights won't be flashing around, I think. Right, we might be lucky or unlucky. There we go. So, Garudas. Scary enemies. They start casting tier 3 magic. I can do that, and I forgot they could do that. Oh, you're just going to keep doing that, are we? They are aerial, though. Wind damage. That was one hit. Probably, I don't even know. Yeah, so why are they scary? That's why. They can stop you, they can just bring you down to critical health. And they can just be all around dicks, and you fight two of them. They cast Faraga, stop. I think they have an aerial attack. He just healed himself. No. Yeah, I was smart. Oh! Well, obviously, if you have anything that can resist wind, put it on. Anything that can resist fire, put it on. I mean, that doesn't help. That definitely doesn't help. That resists fire, that resists water. Ray of Holy, which I'm not using, obviously. It's Holy, again, not using. Anything that can resist Earth Wind is going to be your friend here. Which I don't think we have much of. We don't have anything. Okay. That can't be. Raises wind. Absorbs. Yeah. Really? Okay, as long as he's not wearing the Gaia gear by the time we end. I think Gaia gear increases how much wind damage you take. So we're seeing civilization was flourishing. And essentially, how it was is Terra. So this Terra was an advanced civilization. They learned how to prolong their life indefinitely. But in doing so, it causes the collapse of their planet. Or their place, their world, I should say, not planet. There's more reasoning to this. Yeah. Not gonna level up at this rate. Abilities. We'll take Bandit off for now. It's not necessarily needed at this point. No. Why did you have to be a free? Take you off. Why not? We're going to kill a few more gorillas if I can. We've got Bird Killer on and the wind damage, so... one hit should kill. If I get to fight any more gorillas... That was a shield on, right? Yeah. This is the only area in Oya that you can actually use. You can actually fight Garudas, so if you're lucky enough to find them. That'll just make me insanely powerful. Oh, he's back. Hello. Alright, let's just keep going then. And now we get a bit more of the history from the mini faces. So they sacrificed all their strongest to try and preserve the life. They revived all the flora and fauna, but it's all in stasis, and so it's still waiting, basically. Those four sacrifices, I think it's heavily believed and implied to be the temple guardians, the shrine guardians. So we've done this. We need to go back to the front. We go here. This shows up now. I want to get some more experience, but I don't think we're going to get that, unfortunately. I think this is going to be the best we're going to get. Yeah, okay. Right, so. I'm going to quickly set up beforehand. Pay that off. That's all we need here. I don't think distract can even work. Suppose you could try returning magic? Why not? You're my main healer, so you're not really going to be doing much. I can tell you that much now. That's fine. Right. I don't want him wearing anything what's going to give him more weakness to wind, so I'm just going to take that on. That's fine. I don't think... Yeah, put that on then. So, let me just quickly get this up. Yeah, it's not very glamorous now. So, that's not the one. Arc. That's our next fight. 20,002 health, because why not? It has some unique abilities. So Propeller Wind will cause confusion. Whirlwind does priority-wide wind damage, which is why you want to be able to reduce the wind damage. If you can absorb it, you won't get given float though, interestingly. And then you got Boomerang, which does party-wide physical damage, and Photon, which will reduce your health to 1. It has the Elixir, the Power Vest, and the Holy Lance. The Holy Lance is what I really want, because that teaches Dragon Crest, I believe. Yes. We can get one later. You know, Streamlord, you don't want to work with me, I get it. 1 second, Streamlord isn't working with me. So, we are adequately leveled. This is not an issue of fight. And basically, I'm not put MP attack on Amarant because I don't need to. It is an aerial beat monster, so wind is its weakness. You don't think something what's a giant airship would count as a wind weakness, but when it's a giant airship, it's weak to wind. I can always throw stuff. Boomerang's fine. Boomerang just does physical damage. That's a lot of physical damage. Excuse me? Why do you take so much damage from that? Yeah. So. It missed them. That's interesting. Now, I checked my settings on the Mori engine. I do not have 100% steal rate. That's the 3rd boss fight in a row now where I've gotten every steal really quickly, and it confuses me. But there we go, we're done. I won't be surprised that does almost... Yeah, that's about right. For the sake of this, I'm just going to do this. So, Elan doesn't really do anything different. So basically, what Elan does is it doesn't affect your damage output or anything like that. But what it does is it turns your flares into multi-target. So now I can do chakra on everyone. I can put curse on every enemy on the fight. I can countdown, not gonna work, it's heavy. But or I can do no mercy there with it. It's basically extra damage. Though it can still miss, even though it's got guarded on it. Even though they guard against it, it can still miss. That's bizarre. That should always do. Oh yeah, say. Yeah, that's about right. That was shockingly easier than I thought it would be. I need to check. I need to check that at one point because I don't have it on, and I shouldn't be able to steal that easily. That really stresses me out. But there's the Holy Lance, which is what I wanted. You learnt that, which is nice. I've got a pair. Have I got a second lapis? I don't. Well, it's not going to be that important. Technically, it's not important who has this. They're all alive, but no. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so